Grand Rising Tribe. Hello to everyone. You know who it be. It is me, Cece from Crystal Clear Conversations. Tribe, on this day, I have a message for you. It's a little personal today. So I have a book. I'm quite sure you guys know this, right? Because you know about me, right? I have a book. It's called, I'm sorry, that's my little sticker. It's called At the End of Hope, I Found Purpose. And in this book, I give my story, and I also write poetry. So in the book, I have poetry in between some of the stories, so I could share with you my poetry, and so you can have a understanding of what the poem stems from and my issues that help me um, heal through the poetry. So God gave me this idea, and He wants me to read a couple of inserts that I have in this book. And this first insert that I am going to read to you is actually from my son. He wrote me a letter. My son was incarcerated, and while he was incarcerated, he wrote me this letter because during my process of building my relationship with God, I would also talk to my son when he would call me, and I would talk to him about what I learned in church, things that God had downloaded in me to help me make sense of, of who I am and which direction I'm going in, and things like that, just building me up. So I would share some of those things with my son, and we was talking. It always come out to talking about God, and I just asked him if he would just give him a chance, if he would just open up and talk to him. So in tone, he listened to me and he did it, and this is what he came up with. Okay, so it says, I talked to God last night. It was strange. It was unfamiliar. It was unexpected, but it was real. It was revealing. It was relieving. I talked to God last night. Still, I question whether he or she could even hear me. Still, I ask, why was I even doing this? Then, after opening my eyes and realizing where I am in life, I have no one else to turn to. I have nowhere else to go. But was it worth it? Was it working? I talked to God last night. And it was like talking to someone that I've known my entire life, like my closest friend, my brother, or like talking to you, Mom. I talked to God last night. I got so much off my chest. All of this unforgiving weight that I was carrying had been lifted. The shackle that was connected to the chain, and which was connected to the combination lock, was no longer around my ankle. I am no longer held down. I talked to God last night. And I've never felt like this before. Like I can't fall. Like I can't fail. Like I'm taller. Like I'm stronger. Colors that were once dark and vague are now bright and vivid. Did you hear me, Mom? I talked to God last night. Tribe, that's giving me chills as I'm speaking these words, because I feel like I can feel my son's spirit as he's writing this. Because sometimes in life, God will sit you down because it's necessary. And when He sits you down, you have to have the understanding that you're being set down, and you're being set down for a reason. He wants you to evaluate your life. He wants you to see where you made that wrong turn. He wants you to understand that the people that you are hanging around are not for you, because friends don't put you in situations that you shouldn't be in. You understand me? And for him to get to this point, to just take my advice, to just try it. And this is what he wrote me. I was so inspired to keep walking in my faith. It was like a connection for us. And I just can't explain how that made me feel. And Tribe, I hope that his words affect you the way they affect me, because sometimes you just have to try something different. What was working for you may not be working for you now. And sometimes you just have to try something different to see. Everything is not for everybody. Everybody's path is different. But if you just take the time to get to know yourself, to sit with yourself, to be still, you will know. The Bible says, be still and know. When you in a lot of chaos all the time, you can't know. You can't hear. You can't assess. You can't reevaluate. You can't get structured. You understand me? And there is also one more thing that I wanted, two more things that I wanted to share with you guys. So in the book, I also have this insert. God was dealing with me on some things. I had joined the praise team at my church, and he was dealing with me with some things. And he had started speaking to me one night, and he told me he was bringing me back. And I said, God, why would you want me to go back? You said I can't go back. And this is what he gave me. He said, he's bringing me back. He's bringing me back. He's bringing me back where I'm supposed to be. My past no longer has a hold on me. He's bringing me back right where I'm supposed to be. My hurts, my fears, my tears no longer control me. Sometimes we get out of place, whether it's with trials, tribulations, or the struggles we face. It happens. Sometimes we get out of line. Sometimes we get off our path. Sometimes we lose focus on the bigger picture. It's life. But you have to sit yourself down and once again be still to understand the path that is right for you. Your best friend may be on this journey that is prosperous for them. But you'll try the same thing and you get nowhere. You might get a little step or two, maybe even 3. You might even get 5 steps. But the fullness that you see in your best friend, how far they go, how much they accomplish, how happy they are, how peaceful they seem, it's because they're on the right path. Tribe, that's all I'm saying. Your path is your own. And I want you to understand that knowing yourself, going within, having an understanding is going to take you so far. I got one more thing for you, okay? This is the last thing I got for you. So as I was writing my book, when I was coming to the end, trying to get some closure to the book, I came up with these 3 C's. And I just want to give those 3 C's to you, okay? So the 3 C's are choices, changes, and chances, okay? So someone once said, you must make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. You must know your truth to walk your right path. And that's what I have for you, tribe. You have to know. You have to have an understanding. What is it in your life that makes you feel good, that makes you happy, that you really enjoy? Start with that. Meditate on that. And stay still. Meditate. Relax, relate, release. And let the universe provide for you the answers that you're seeking. You seek, you shall find. Tribe, I love you so much. I hope that the words that I have spoken to you today has pierced your spirit, has pierced your heart, has pierced your soul in some way to make you think, to make you have some type of understanding of where I'm coming from and what God is trying to bring to you, trying to give you. He wants you to have everlasting life, baby. But the only way you can have everlasting life is if you know the truth. And it has to be in you, okay? I love you so much. Remember positive vibes. Remember to keep that head up high because it's going to work for you. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. I know it's a lot of chaos, but I need you to keep it positive. Continue to raise your vibration. Listen to music. Make sure you having a clean environment. Make sure you understanding where you're going, who you're doing, what you're doing, and who you're surrounding yourself with. Even the person you lay with can affect you in a major way. Especially women. We are portals. And you have to be careful who you lay with, who you give yourself to. Food for thought. I love you so much. Keep that heart open because you know it's going to work for you, baby. Love lives in there. And that is the strongest vibration. You take care of yourself. You make sure you smile today. Laugh. Have fun. Be vibrant. Let your light shine through your character. Until next time. Love you. Peace.